Greetings. This is TK Trev, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777. I wanted to make this quick video about gratitude, about harmony, about peace and abundance, and some of the greatest frequencies to reside in. All right, and I also want to briefly talk about a great way to tap into those frequencies. So, if you want to hear about that type of subject matter, go ahead and hit the like button, and let's begin. So, what I've been learning from my occult studies is that reality is all about patterns. It's all about patterns. Every single thing is all about patterns. So, the more that you understand how everything is about patterns, you can start to structure your mind, structure your thoughts, structure your reality based on the patterns that, number one, that you want to exemplify in life, and number two, based on the patterns that already exist. Because when you go along with nature, things begin to happen effortlessly. But when you work against nature, the odds are always against you. And no human can stand up to that. Not forever. So basically, what I've been doing all year long is when I wake up, one of the first things I want to do after getting dressed and everything is I want to go outside and just take a few moments to focus explicitly on gratitude and the things that I'm grateful for. And I find that that has a profound impact on my entire day because, how you start your day is pretty much going to set the standard for the type of emotions that you feel and how you're going to interpret the experiences throughout your day. So, one of the things that's been coming up with me recently is just being grateful for all the little things, when it comes to the experiences of my life, when it comes to my mind, my emotional state, my body. And this is what really came to me today, and I thought it was pretty powerful, so I wanted to share it. It's not enough just to say, oh, I'm grateful for everything. When it comes to true change, and I talked about patterns, and I talked about how matter patterns itself after consciousness, right? So it's not enough just to say it. That's no better than just doing affirmations, right? Affirmations without purpose. So the thing is, you want to make sure that your actions line up with your thoughts and your words. You want to be on one accord when it comes to everything that you got going on. So on my walk today, I was just saying, I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for my legs. I'm grateful for my lungs. Right? I'm grateful for my larynx. Right? I'm grateful for my liver. Grateful for all the whole machine. Right? And as I'm naming off all the different body parts that I'm grateful for and how they're healthy and all that good stuff, um, a question came to mind and it said, okay, how do you demonstrate your gratitude? And I thought to myself, all right, I demonstrate my gratitude to my body by being very cautious and aware of what I put into my body, right? I take care to eat foods that line up with health, right? I reduce the sugar, I restrict the meat, increase the vegetables. I make sure to get all the nutrients and vitamins that I need. I go out for walks, right? I get some good sunlight. Um, I restrict some of the things that I used to do, and I've cut off a lot of things, right? I don't drink alcohol. Um, there's a lot of things that I don't do. Basically, I'm proving to myself that yes, I am grateful for my body, and here's how I demonstrate it. Then I went on to talk about how I'm grateful for my emotions, right? I'm grateful for my emotional state and how it's balanced, how it's harmonious, and how it helps people instead of harms people. I leave the environment the way it is, or better, never worse. So, how do you demonstrate your gratitude to your emotions? Well, I thought about the fact that, I don't allow myself to dwell in depression. I don't allow myself to dwell in negativity, and anger, and greed, and pride, and ego. I don't allow myself to sit here and watch all these videos. Oh, they killed another black man, right? I don't sit there and watch that shit all day long. I don't get all wrapped up in conspiracy arguments online with strangers. There's a lot of things that I do and don't do to keep my emotional state in a place that I'm grateful for. That's how I demonstrate my gratitude. So I'm not just saying I'm grateful for these things. I'm paying attention to how I demonstrate. You see where I'm going with this? Then when it comes to my mental state, I said that I was grateful for my mind. I'm grateful for my sharp mind. I'm grateful that I'm able to absorb information and translate information and understand information and apply information. Well, how do I demonstrate my gratitude for my mind? Well, I feed my mind good food every day. The same way that the body builds itself and constructs itself out of what you feed it, the mind does the same thing. So I demonstrate my gratitude for my mind and my sharp mind by feeding my mind good quality material. The books that I read, the books that I study, the books that I, you know, break down and take notes on, the type of videos that I watch, the type of things that I feed my mind are entirely helpful. Right? I even demonstrate gratitude from my mind by getting a good 8 hours of sleep. Right? No matter what's going on, I got to get that good hours of sleep now. I see I didn't used to do that. I used to tough it out and stay up for like 2 or 3 days, right? Because I was so hardcore. I'm studying these books and I'm doing this magic. You know what I'm saying? I'm skipping sleep. Well, that's not really showing gratitude for the mind. The mind is an organ and it needs certain things to really, thrive and survive. So the point that I'm making here is it's awesome to every day take the time to say what you're grateful for, but not just that. Make sure that your actions are in alignment and in accordance with what you're saying. So I said I'm grateful for my body and its health, and then I acknowledge how I demonstrate my gratitude by being cautious of what I put in my body and how I treat my body. I demonstrated, or I mentioned how I'm grateful for my emotional state, my mental state, and then talked about how I demonstrate that gratitude. You see what I'm saying? So it's real. It's not just fluffy talk, right? It's not just, oh, I'm grateful for world peace and love and light, but you're living a lifestyle that doesn't line up with that. Now you're lying to yourself. So you're not going to manifest that in your life because you don't even believe that shit. You see where I'm going with this? And I even mentioned how I'm grateful for all of you guys and gals. I'm grateful for the people who come to my YouTube channel, who view my content, who stay and watch the whole thing, who like my content. I'm grateful for you all. And how do I demonstrate that? Because I make it a point to give my energy and give my time and give my effort, right? And I make sure that I'm not wasting your time with bullshit. I give it to you cut and dry as best as I can. I don't try to, string you along and do this, that, and the third. I try to be as honest and genuine and upfront because I appreciate you. I have gratitude for you. So I don't just say that, I demonstrate it also. So it's all honesty, it's all truth. You see what I'm saying? So this is how you really start to come into alignment with some of the most powerful energies that exist, right? Gratitude, harmony, and peace are some of the most powerful energies that exist because they lead you closer and closer to that state of non attachment and that state of pure, undifferentiated consciousness. Moving away from that state of godhood is demonstrating qualities of fear, of anger, of hatred, of attachment, and all the emotional upset that the typical person experiences. The disturbances, right? The vrittis and the samskaras that we learned about from yoga. That's what happens when you're further away from harmony and balance. So it does take some effort, does take some work, but yeah, it is very possible. And this is just something that I'm practicing day by day. I'm not sitting up here saying that I am the expert at this, but I'm just demonstrating and sharing how this has been working for me, and it's been working for me. I think so far, just this month has been, I don't know, it's been a very very good time. Not that I'm doing anything super crazy or special, but my mental and my emotional state, right? And it's not any herbs or any drugs or any pills. It's just simply existing in a state of peace and harmony and gratitude. So yeah, if you've been paying attention to the Ladder of Lights reading that we've been doing, you'll see that these sort of feelings and experiences come along with working with these higher forces, these abstract forces, these forces that exist outside of the material plane. So basically, I just went over an easy, simple, implementable strategy on how to begin cultivating some of the most solid forces in the universe, right? And that's not only just speaking gratitude, but also making sure that your actions and your thoughts, your behaviors, your personality comes into alignment with what you're saying. And really that goes for any magic that you're doing, any spiritual work that you're doing. If you're sitting here saying this, make sure that your actions line up with what you're saying. Otherwise, it's not true, right? Congruency. That's what Sunshine Chick said. Congruency. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Go ahead and smash that like button. We got 26 people and only 19 likes. We're missing 7 likes. Go ahead and hit that like button because that's how YouTube lets itself know and its other viewers know that this type of content is good quality content. So go ahead and hit that like button. Smooth. Greetings. Virez Beats. Peace, peace. Abnormal. Peace and greeting. Abnormal says this is the subject I've been focused on lately, seeing a lot of synchronicities. A lot. And that's what happens when you start coming into alignment because, like I said, alignment is basically saying that you're, like Sunshine Chick said, you're coming into congruency with a pattern that already exists. So if you're seeing synchronicities, those are signs of a pattern that already exists. Society ejects. Peace, brother. Nomenon. Greetings, greetings. Illusion is peace. Straight Panther. Greetings, greetings. Cosmic chlorophyll. Peace, peace. Yes, yes. Cosmic chlorophyll says I finally purchased Ladder of Lights. Yeah, it's an excellent book. You know what? I would have loved to have this experience when I was, just a few years ago. I remember before I started making videos and stuff, I used to watch Brother Panic really heavy. And I would love it when he would drop like a 6 or 8 hour video because I'd have the time to sit there and watch it. Like I'd have something to do that evening. So I'd just kick back, you know what I'm saying? And I might draw or something like that and just listen. But yeah, if I had somebody to really like go through these books one chapter at a time and like break it down, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. So yeah, I really enjoy this. I really enjoy this. Abnormal says I come to this page and I see everybody, white, black, Native American, me, Spanish, etc. It's awesome to see so many people from different walks of life in the occult field. Absolutely, absolutely. Because a lot of people are still caught up on race on both sides of the table, and you know that just displays a lack of understanding of this material. This doesn't belong to anybody. This isn't. We don't even belong to ourselves. And furthermore, the most pure occult understanding is that there are only two forces that exist: the force of consciousness and the form of energy, right? It doesn't say this belongs to black people, this is melanated. It doesn't say this belongs to white people. It doesn't say this belongs to Indian people, right? Everything that has form belongs to matter, and all of matter is patterned after consciousness. Those are the only two things that exist. Everything else in between is the illusion, right? Male and female is an illusion. Race is an illusion. Culture is an illusion. Your thoughts and your ideas are all illusions, right? Because culture and race disappears once you leave this body. You don't have a black soul. You don't have a white soul. You don't have a Native American soul. You don't have a Chinese soul. Like, listen to that. That's literally stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because those things belong to matter. They belong to form. They belong to the physical body. That's where it stops. That's where it ends. That's where the differences end as far as, this little 3D thinking. Oh, my race is better than yours and we created this and you don't have a soul so you don't deserve access to this. Like, that's all utter foolishness. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Illusionist says, Trav, is it normal to be not feeling like doing anything when you're finally manifesting stuff you've been wanting to? Yeah, that's extremely common actually. That's extremely common. And I have talked with people even on the live streams about how for some people this comes really easy. Some people, they just start getting into this and they start manifesting stuff like that, like that, like that. And it's almost disempowering because it's like, wow, I expected more of a struggle, more of a challenge. Well, that literally means that an aspect of you has already done this work. You may or may not believe in past lives, but whatever you've gone through already in a previous lesson, you've already learned those things. That's why you've understood them so quickly. So that means you've got a deeper level of work to do. So it's not about manifesting stuff for you. For other people, that might be the work, learning how to do that. For you, you're supposed to go a lot more deeper than that. You're supposed to understand the energy behind why you're able to manifest things like that. So keep digging. For you, it's not about manifesting stuff, it's much deeper. Who loves orange soda? Peace, bro. Gerald Sunbright, peace. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, check it out. I'm about to log off because you guys know tonight I'm going to be doing another reading. Peace, Daniel Price. Tonight we're going to be going over each arc. Wow, look at that. 33 people, 33 likes. We're going to be going over the archangels, the world of Bria, and the ladder of lights, just to run through chapters, I don't know, 3 through 13 or 14, and just hitting the world of Bria in each sphere. Because I have a feeling that if we do it like that, we'll be able to put together a bigger piece of the puzzle. Honestly, if you read it each world, each chapter, it would put together a different piece of the puzzle. So we're just gonna do Bria, and you guys can do the others if you want to. But I would definitely take notes. I would definitely get your highlighter out if you've got this book, Cosmic Chlorophyll. And yeah, looking forward to that. In the meantime, I'm probably gonna go grab something to eat and demonstrate my gratitude for this physical body. And I'm gonna dig through some of these other books and see if I have any supplemental information on these archangels. So tune in later tonight, and it will be in about 2 hours or so. Same Magus time, same Magus place. All right. Um, let's see. Abnormal says, I believe in past lives. Kids come in talking about they were this person and that person. So cool. Yeah, everybody doesn't cross the abyss. Sometimes you have to come back and try again. Hopefully, I won't have to do that. Or who knows, maybe I might decide to. It's really none of our business. Stray Panther says, I'm grateful for this live right now. Gratitude, gratitude. Dean Welter says, I just tuned in. You're signing out. All love. I'll be back. Smooth says, Yo, Trav, I think I'm going to do the ESP you did in the past. Good luck, my friend. All about the intention. All about the intention. Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, just remember, matter patterns itself after consciousness. So it's imperative to understand it starts in the realm of consciousness, not in the realm of matter. It starts your mind is the access to consciousness. Consciousness is not your mind. Your mind is still part of matter, but you can access consciousness through the stilling of the mind, right? So you got to work on non-attachment. You got to work on seeing things as they are and not how you want them to be or how you wish them to be. See things how they are. So aiming to change things from these higher planes, this is what the Kabbalion talked about. You use law against law. You apply the higher law against the lower law. Well, that's exactly what it's talking about, because even the Kabbalion was based on Samkhya, which is everything that we're studying, really. Kabbalah and Samkhya. Even the Kabbalion was based on this. Samkhya and Vedanta. And truly, everything was. Everything spiritual that we deal with is going to be related and connected to that science back there. Right? I've yet to find a piece of solid occult information that does not reference or connect to the Yoga Samkhya philosophy. Right? It's not about race, it's not about culture, it's about what is fact. Right? I can back that up. Even Bobby Hemmett said it. But who cares what somebody else says? I said it because I've seen it with my own eyes, through my own research. You feel me? And you can do the same. All right, so I'm tapping out. Sunshine Chick. I say, peace, peace. Pork Hill. Peace and greetings. Pork Hill says, quick question. Is twin flame real? You're going to have to give me a definition on what that means to you. Um, you know, if you're talking about another person who you're going to be in love with in this lifetime, if it makes you happy, go ahead and believe in it. Occultically, it doesn't really make sense. But don't let me dash your hopes. If that's what you want, if that's what keeps you going, by all means, make it real, make it happen. There is no one There is no one. All right. All right. All right. So I guess that's all. I guess that's out. Man, I saw the triple blackness. I was meditating on that thing. I saw it. I saw it. Literally, literally mathematics. It's mathematics. What did they say? They said past hod, you don't really get form, right? You don't really get shape. But here's the thing: the higher up you go, it gets extremely abstract, and we're talking about just colors. And it's not like you're just seeing a big flash of red. Like what's happening is it's pure mathematics, but our mind translates that into a form. That's why when people trip, when they're on mushrooms or on acid, they see fractals, right? Because fractals is pure mathematics given form. That's the shit that you see when you reach these higher levels. It's almost like being inside of an infinite fractal, but it's not a fractal. You're literally seeing how your mind is translating infinite mathematics. Super cool, super cool. And this, I can see this is why people go insane if they get too deep with this thing. And I'm pretty sure this is what H.P. Lovecraft saw when he described the Cyclopean architecture of Relay, when he talked about the city where Cthulhu lived, buried under the sea. When he described the, what do you call it? The super disturbing forms of these entities. It's because we're dealing with fractals, we're dealing with infinite mathematics, algebra, right? Calculus, like all this advanced mathematics, but we're interpreting it with form. And the same thing is happening with these archangels. They don't look like people with wings. We're looking at the structure, the machinery of the. That's why the unfortunate called it the machinery of the universe. Because if you've ever seen like a fractal just moving, it almost looks like a machine, almost like a freaking transformer, right? Metatron. And then you'd have these people who trip on acid and they talk about seeing machine elves, right? This is what people are seeing when they get really deep on these mushroom trips, these acid trips, these what do you call them? That other stuff, that salvia and all those little things that people take and they see these experiences. This is why you're seeing fractals, because that's what these higher planes look like. It's numbers. Just like they say, oh, the universe is created based on a matrix pattern of numbers and geometry and all that stuff. Is deeper than that. Is so much deeper. We're talking about formulas that have been given, formulas that are alive. Like I said, the universe is based on patterns. It's based on patterns. Man, I can't even show you. You just have to see it for yourself. And it's not just with mushroom trip. You can start seeing ayahuasca. That's it. Thank you, Kim Hurt. You can see this stuff if you get deep enough in meditation. Oh my God, so beautiful. That's what Prakriti looks like. That's what Prakriti looks like. That's what Bina looks like. Okay, getting excited here. So let me go ahead and log off. So yeah. And of course, that's why there's fractals in nature, because they're also based off the pattern. I don't just mean a pattern of like, something. I mean like literally patterns, numbers, repeating numbers, Fibonacci sequence. That's a pattern, right? The Fibonacci sequence makes it so present in everything. Man. All right. All right. So I'm about to log off so that I can get more study in before the live stream, which is happening at 7 o'clock my time, which is an hour and a half from now. So tune in. We're gonna go over the archangels, and just keep in mind you're not looking for people with wings. You're looking at infinite fractals. And because these infinite fractals exist, they have a purpose in nature and they construct matter according to their pattern. All right. So, tapping out here. This is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Peace.